Hey, how's everybody doing? We're gonna switch it up, do a video here from the house, try something a little different. If you ever foreigner and you're here in the Philippines and you ever wondered about medical out-of-pocket costs if you don't have insurance here, then this video may be for you. So stick around and I'll tell you about experience and the cost at the end. So here a while back, sitting at home after a couple of days, I noticed I've been getting shortness of breath and tightening in my chest. And one day, later on in the evening, it started getting worse. So I started getting nervous. So I told the wife, maybe we need to go to the hospital. So we ended up taking a tuk-tuk and went to Ace Medical Center here in Bohol. And we'll tell you about it. We got there. We went in, they asked us what was the problem, so we told them about the tightness and all that. They asked, was we having chest pain? I said, no, not right now. So they gave us a form to fill out to sign in, so I sat there while my wife filled it out. After she got done, about 10 minutes later, they came and got me, put us into a room off to the side. We laid in there for probably another 10 minutes or so. Then the nurse came in to take a EKG reading. He was very professional and took maybe a total from start to finish, maybe about a half hour in that. But we got the EKG, so then they told us to wait while they was getting a room ready. So probably about 15 minutes later, he came back and got us. Took us into the back emergency room, put us into one of the little emergency rooms. Well, not really emergency room, it's divided by curtains. But we went in there, we laid down, and after probably about 20 minutes, 25 minutes maybe, the doctor came in, asked what was going on. So we told her, that last couple of days, what I've been feeling and that. So she said she wanted to do some blood work and take an x-ray to check to see if maybe I'd had a heart attack or not. So she said she would send somebody in to do that. So she left. Then probably somewhere in the neighborhood of, I'm going to guess about 20, 25 minutes maybe, a nurse came in to draw some blood. She was very professional and she did her job well, didn't hurt nothing when she stuck me to draw the blood. So she did that, then she left. Then we waited for a little bit longer and probably another 35, 45 minutes maybe. A male nurse came back in. He got me and said he wanted to take me for an x-ray. So he took me down the hall. It was pretty close, maybe like less than a 5-minute walk from the emergency room to the x-ray room. When I got there, there was nobody waiting, 2 x-ray techs. They took me in, told me not to worry, it'd be a quick job and all that. So laid there and got my under it, took my shirt out off so they could take a chest x-ray and that. So the one assistant came in and placed me up on the board and that and told me how to position. And then they had me just do the original exhale and all that, hold your breath, and did a few x-rays there. So after that, they took me back to the emergency room and I waited in there for probably about another 30 minutes or so. Then the doctor came back in, see that everything was done. They was running results and that to see if I'd had a heart attack or not. She gave me one of the little like nitrate pills or whatever, told me to put it on my tongue. That would help with the pressure and that in my chest. So then she said she would be back once she got the results. So waited in there and it'd been a while. We probably went about an hour, still nobody came in. So I was waiting and waiting, seeing people go in and out. Then I was walking, looking across the hall and seeing that a guy came in behind me. He went in and out, and I was still laying there. So I was sitting there. Then finally, probably about 30 minutes later, I seen the doctor out in the hall, and she was talking to some people. So I got up and opened the curtain and walked out there and asked her, did she have the results yet? She said she would check and come back in and tell me. So probably about 15 minutes after that, the doctor came back in. She asked me how I was feeling. I told her the tightness and that it eased up and all that, and that wasn't feeling no pain or nothing. So the nitrate pill calmed me down. And she said that she checked it, the blood work, everything was good, the x-ray and everything looked good. So she said at that point there was no heart attack or nothing. And if I didn't feel comfortable, I could be admitted and stay there all night, or I could go home. I told her that if there wasn't no heart attack or nothing, I would just go home and do a follow-up with the heart doctor the next day. So she said okay, she would get everything ready. So probably about 30 minutes or so after that, maybe, they came in with the discharge papers and told my wife she needed to go pay the cashier. So I waited in there while my wife went and took care of that. Then she came back, probably took about 20 minutes maybe to do all that. So she came back in, and the doctor was in there, and she said she would write a prescription for the little nitrate pills in case something happened before I got to see the doctor. She would just, pick up some from the pharmacy. So we did that, and then she left and said we were going to be free to leave. So that was all good. I would say altogether we was probably there a total of maybe around 3 to 3.5 hours for everything. And like I say, did an EKG, did blood work, and did an x-ray. And the total cost for everything, for the visit and all the tests and everything, was about 6,300 pesos, or around somewhere around 110 US dollars. Now, I don't know, but where I was from in the US, just walking through the door probably would have cost you more than 110 at emergency room. So overall, that cost is reasonable to me. Now, I don't know what is the cost in other countries and that. If you've ever experienced something similar, let us know down below where you's at and what your cost ran. After I do the follow-up in that, I'll turn around and I'll do a little updated video and let you know what the costs were on some of the additional tests, and that way you'll have an idea in case anything similar like that happens to you and you're over here in the Philippines and enjoying your vacation and have to have something like a heart thing feeling like that. Then it'll give you an idea about what to expect to be out of your pocket. So once I do that, I will give you all an update. So hope that helped you, gave you a little idea of the cost over here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.